Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I thought I'd share a few things with you, and I'll try and get through it quickly. I've been outside trying to get the grass cut done today, get some other chores done, and it started raining, so I thought right now would be a good time to come in and take a few minutes and show you guys what I'm up to. If you recall in my last video on Project Stampede, I broke one of the front bearing carriers, and it was one part that I forgot to upgrade. So absolutely no surprise that that part let loose. And so the other day in the mail, I did get my RPM front bearing carriers. I was thinking about going to aluminum ones, but I kind of cheaped out on this one. So I'll put them in there. We'll see how it works before I even put those on. There's just a ton of shock oil up underneath this truck, so I'm going to have to clean it all off real good before I get to that. Another thing, a car that we haven't not seen in quite a while, and a car that I've not driven in quite a while. Silly old headphones. 18th scale buggy from WL Toys, the A959B. You know, I was just kind of going through RCs upstairs, and I thought, man, I haven't ran this thing in a while. And, you know, one of the problems, at least for me, with this car, as fun as it is because it's a 540 size motor in there, it's pretty uncontrollable, and I don't know how well you can tell, but in the video, but the toe angles are not right, and if you don't have the proper toe angles, car's not going to track straight no matter what. And this car has captured links in the front and rear, and there's nothing box stock that you can do about that. I did see some guys actually would take a lighter to these plastic rods to make them more malleable, and they would kind of stretch them out a little bit to make it work. I didn't feel like doing that because I'd probably melt the damn things and it wouldn't work for me anyways. But so something I got in here in the last week or two, I got them off of Amazon as well, were some threaded adjustable links, and there are 6 in there, so you get 4 for the front, 2 for the back. And reading the reviews on these, because it's all metal on metal, I did see some people complaining that because it is metal on metal, that once you get them on the car, they don't stay adjusted because the vibration throws things off. So that's what I got the thread locker here for. Once I get them on the car and I'm happy with the way they are, you know, we'll apply the thread locker, and hopefully that'll work out. And something else I also grabbed for this car, some new shocks. I'm not real impressed with the stock ones, and I'm probably silly for putting this much money into an RC car that I don't remember. I think I paid $50 some odd for it, and with the upgrades that I've done so far, I know I've spent more than that in upgrades. Yeah, I'm an idiot. But I picked up these shocks as well. They are aluminum bodied and threaded, so you can adjust them right here with this little collar on the top. I don't believe they come with oil in them, so we'll have to top them off and bleed them out. But you know, hopefully these 2 components that I put in this car will help it ride a lot better, especially given the 540 size motor that's in this little thing. And if it doesn't, hey, you know, we tried. And if you're wondering, yes, I did have the adapters on here at one point that allowed me to put much bigger tires on this car. Overall, with the quality of the hex adapters, it just led to too much slop, even more than a car's got right now. Too much rattle, and obviously a lot more heat too. So while it looked cool, it performed a little better, I decided to go back to the stock tires on that deal. So there's that. All this work here that I'm going to do, I'm not going to do on camera because I'm not going to bore you guys to death if you're still watching this long into the video. But one more thing I wanted to show you guys. After that run of the Stampede the other day, Mike over at Haydad RC had a question for me, and it was a good one. And if you haven't checked that out, again, it's Haydad RC. Mike does some cool stuff over there. He's got a cool backyard track that he's made, and he runs a lot of cool newer and older RC cars. But he was asking me, as far as the Duratrax munitions, how much heavier were they than the original stock Stampede tires. So we're going to get the tabletop scale out, make sure she's zeroed out, and before we do that, I'll give you a quick size comparison Set them on here. Okay. There's your stock in the front, and there's the munitions in the back, and you can see the munitions are quite a bit taller. That's probably a little over an inch taller than the stock ones. So we'll put the stock tire on there first, and see if I can zoom in there a bit. See, that's 5 ounces the stock tire weighs. We'll take that off. We'll put the munition on here. And I think you can see that 9.8 ounces. So the Duratrax munitions are just about twice as heavy as a stock one. So, you know, when you do that to an RC, there's a lot of things you got to pay attention to. Number one, you're probably going to put a lot more strain on certain components on the car, which is why I did all these upgrades to begin with. And once I get these bearing carriers on there, hopefully we won't have any more issues. But with how heavy these tires are, if I break something else, I'm not going to be surprised at all. And the only other thing that concerned me running the bigger tires was heat in the ESC, heat in the motor. And the few runs that I've done with this truck before I broke it, I haven't noticed any heat issues. So, you know, once I get her patched back up, keep running her, I can report back to you guys if you're interested on if there's any other issues running these tires, or if the truck gets hot. I'll keep you guys in the know. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. I'm sure it ran a little bit longer than what I intended it to, but I just kind of wanted to show you right now what I'm up to. And oh yeah, also one thing, I did order a couple of things this morning. I'm probably not going to get them in the mail till sometime next week, so I might not get to the video until the week after that. But I've got an old RC car sitting upstairs. It's been sitting as a roller for quite some time. I didn't bring it down, so I'm not going to show you. But to me, it's one of the more iconic Tamiya RC buggies out there. To me, it's iconic, at least if, you know, when you were a kid and, you know, looking through Tamiya catalogs or different hobby catalogs and you wanted to get into RC, it was probably one of your 2 or 3 best bets, at least expense-wise as a kid, to get into the hobby. And I figured it was time to get that car back out, get some electronics in it, freshen up the paint and such, and I'll shut up about it. I'll show you guys in another video at some point down the line when I start working on that, but it'll be good to get the old girl out running again. So guys, that's going to do it for this one. I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to watch my videos. As always, please like, comment, and if you haven't, think about subscribing. Till next time, guys, take care. Have a great day.